Do the parents know that you guys are doing this to the kids?
Huh?
Do their parents know that you're doing this to the kids? Do you have parent consensual forms to do this to the kids?
I don't know who you are.
Do you guys have parent consensual forms to do this to these kids? Do the parents know that you're doing it to these kids? Excuse me, ma'am. Do you know if the parents have consent to do this? Look what they're doing to these kids. Look at this. Look what they're doing to our kids. No consent. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Let's see what school it is. This is horrible. And she has her mask off. Look.
On the sidewalk, please.
Wow, this is disgusting. Indoctrinating our kids. No parent consent.
I've talked a lot about the importance of health on this channel. You could have all the money, fame, and friends in the world, but if you don't have good health, life can be super miserable for you. Today's sponsor makes a product called C60 EVO. I'm promoting it because it's part of my daily routine. Why? Because with 1 teaspoon of C60 EVO in the morning, I've noticed an improvement in my mental focus, in my energy, and I'm even sleeping better at night. And it's a known antioxidant 172 times more powerful than vitamin C. Take advantage of my code under the description and get an additional 10% off. This came out today. This is from the Federal Communications Commission, and this surrounds this whole Twitter takeover by Elon Musk. And I want to read this to you because it's very interesting, because it kind of adds a little layer of, I don't know, whatever this psychological operation we call the billionaire Elon Musk taking over billionaire Jack Dorsey's Twitter. I'm real uneasy about this. Does it look like free speech is going to fare a little bit better in the Twitter platform under an Elon Musk ownership than a Jack Dorsey ownership? Yeah, it looks like it to me. But it may go south real quick. It may last good for 6, 12, 18 months. I don't know. It may not be good at all. April 27th, 2022. Yesterday, the Open Market Institute issued a release that called for the FCC, FTC, and DOJ, the Department of Injustice, to block Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter. They argued that the transaction poses, get this, the Department of Injustice, of all the people to say this, they argued that the transaction between the Twitter owners now and Elon Musk poses, quote, a direct threat to American democracy and free speech. First of all, what is democracy? Let's just take Benjamin Franklin's words. Democracy is 2 wolves and a lamb deciding on what to have for dinner. Somebody said democracy is majority or mob rule. If there is a threat to American democracy anywhere, if there's a threat to any kind of democracy anywhere, and if democracy truly is mob or majority rule, then threatening mob rule, I think, is a pretty good thing. But a lot of people are going, no, we need to fight for democracy. Really? Maybe it's a good idea to fight against democracy if democracy is 2 wolves and a lamb deciding on what to have for dinner. But their interpretation of democracy is they want to use it as a synonym for liberty. So let's just read it like they want you to think they mean it. This transaction is a direct threat to American liberties and free speech. Oh, wait a second. Hasn't that already been going on in the Twitterverse? Isn't that what we've been seeing when you see people banned, shadow banned, censored, deplatformed, demonetized, kicked out? They're even going after people's individual bank accounts because they're not towing the party line in the narrative that fake stream media is talking about. As a matter of fact, if you offer up any kind of dissenting voice against mainstream media, you're taken down off of Twitter, which makes it look like they're kind of working in concert together. I'd say the threat to democracy, liberty, and free speech has already been here. It's been here for a long time. This is a ridiculous letter. And the release cites to the Telegraph account of 1860, among other statutory authorities, in the context of arguing that these federal agencies have authority to block the deal. Actually, they don't. They don't. If they have authority to block the deal, then you have the authority to block the deal. If you and I don't have the authority to block the deal, they probably don't have authority to block the deal. And if they do have authority to block the deal, where did their authority come from? Are they gods? Are they something other than human beings? No, they're not. They might think they are. Commissioner Carr issued the following statement in response. The FCC, look at this. This is interesting. The commissioner of the FCC says the FCC has no authority to block Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter, and to suggest otherwise is absurd. Frickin' men. You mean common sense actually, oozed itself out of the ground, the cesspool of federal bureaucracy like the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission? I would welcome the full FCC making it clear that we will not entertain these types of frivolous arguments, and I'll just add infringements. So basically what people are saying is, hey, we need the FCC to encroach upon this deal between Twitter and Elon Musk. Now, you might not like Twitter, and you might not like Elon Musk, and you might think this is all a dog and pony show, and it may well be. But that's still two individual entities wanting to work a deal, and the government should not get in between that deal. And if you think they should, then you shouldn't mind when the government gets involved in your business. And you know you do if you're a sane, rational person. You don't want the government getting in between a transaction that you want to conduct with another mutually consensual, voluntary individual who wants to conduct a business transaction without a third party like the U.S. government getting involved and putting their nose where it doesn't belong. So bravo to the Commissioner Carr from the Federal Communications Commission. He actually said something that is in line with truth. While we have time and it still retains some of its perceived value, maybe it'd be a good idea to convert your worthless fiat into valuable, storable food. Don't be the one who waits till the food riots start happening. You don't want to be fighting panicking people in the store over that last jar of peanut butter. At Prepare with High Impact Flicks, you can get up to 3 air and watertight gasket sealed ammo cans, each filled with a 4-week emergency supply. 7 food varieties, 2,000 calories a day, 284 servings, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and each meal comes in a resealable, heavy-duty 4-layered pouch. And it's got a 25-year shelf life. Every order of a 4-week supply gets you $100 off plus free shipping. Here's how simple it is to make. I'm going to cook up some Granny's home-style potato soup. People are going to think I'm a culinary hero. You open the pouch, boil 4.5 cups of water, stir the contents, simmer on low heat for 15 to 20 minutes, take it off the heat, then let it set for 2 to 3 minutes before you serve it up.
Man, this stuff's so good. People are going to think Granny stopped by and filled your kitchen with a whole bunch of love.
Well, if Granny does stop by, she's going to fill your behind with a whole bunch of buckshot if you keep talking with your mouth full. Wipe your dang beard off. It's embarrassing. So maybe convert some of your worthless fiat into valuable food while you still can. Order now and get $100 off of up to 3 4-week emergency food supplies at preparewithhighimpactflix.com. The link is in the description.